following is a presentation of the National Sim Racing League of America. Enjoy the race. Hello everybody, this is Napa Fan here, and we are here at the Texas Motor Speedway for race number 7 in the 2018 NRLOA Haas IndyCar Series season. This is the Fort Worth 100-kilometer race from the Texas Motor Speedway. 42 laps of action here. And if you guys saw the Indy Lights race about an hour ago, you know this race is going to be wild. And we're going to have a lot of passing here today. This race is going to be much better than yesterday's Rockstar Pro Series race. I can guarantee that. It's going to be all over the place, and it's anybody's race here today for this event. Of course, coming off the Indianapolis 250, Nicholas Samadio won the event. He starts on the outside pole for today's event, by the way. He's going for 2 in a row here in the Haas IndyCar Series. I believe he might have a pretty good chance at doing so after winning that thrilling race we had last Saturday morning. Come here on this Thursday afternoon to get the 7th race of the season started here at the Texas Motor Speedway. We saw a really close finish here last year. Christian Master won this event back in 2017, I should say. I can't get my years straight. You know, this is the way it is. Anyways, this is how they line up in the point standings coming into today's event. Of course, the Indianapolis 250 was a double points event, and the top 10 qualifiers received championship points. So it's going to sound a lot bigger than it was the past few races. But Nicholas Samadia, with that win last Saturday, popped himself to the top position in the points, 209 points towards the championship for him. Colton Yeo, second in the championship, 22 points behind. Justin Zaidel, 28 points behind. Roger Ray, 42 points behind. And Davey Johnson, 43 points behind coming into today's event. Roger Ray is actually technically now 41 points behind with his pole winning lap in qualifying. Gets a bonus point for starting on the pole here at the Texas Motor Speedway. Those are the only 5 drivers in the field who have the possibility of leaving this race the points leader, so it's starting to spread out up top, and that Indianapolis 250 definitely shook things up. But we still got a long season left here in the Haas IndyCar Series, a lot to decide, and it's the fight to the championship here as we hit Texas, Road America a couple weeks from now. Got a lot of good stuff coming up here in the Haas IndyCar Series, and a lot of drivers are going to get some wins and claw their way up in the championship. Roger Ray in the number 8 machine. We'll start on the pole alongside him. It is our championship leader, Nicholas Samadio, and the winner of the Indianapolis 250 from last Saturday. And Samadio coming into this race with a lot of momentum after that victory. He was strong throughout all of Indy 250 week, and he showed it in the race, no question about it. Row number 2, we got Bruno de Barros alongside Luke Rainey, the defending champion of the Haas IndyCar Series. Row number 3 sees Julius Anderson in the number 2 alongside Justin Zaidel in the 28. George Harvick and now Lagacy make up row number 4. And it's Ace Garcia and Eric Monaco making up row number 5. The Indy 250 only drivers are not here today. It's back to the full 25 car field, so the full-time drivers racing here today at Texas. And like I said, all of them have an equal shot at winning this race. Equal chance. It's shot and chance mixed up together, in case you didn't know that. But all these guys looking to carry some momentum off of Indy 250 week here, and the stretch to the championship at California is on. And we begin here at Texas to work our way to the championship race. And I would like to apologize for there not being too many co-commentators as of this week. They haven't really been available, at least different ones. So that's why it's just me. But hey, who cares? We're racing to Texas in the Fort Worth 100K. Lap 1 led by Bruno de Barros in the number 12 to his inside. It's his teammate, Julius Anderson, in the number 2. George Harvick. You got Al Legacy on the inside lane here as well. Ace Garcia's on the inside too. He had a decent run at Indy, finished top 10, and he never was really in the main pack the entire race either, so great run for him right now. Al Legacy was one of the lap down cars in that race as the thing was going to the finish, I do believe. Actually, no, he wasn't. I'm getting confused with that and the Indianapolis 100 that Elijah Gordon did. Al Legacy actually was in contention for the win in the Indianapolis 250, but he didn't get it, unfortunately. It was Nicholas Sambidio. Here comes Isaac Nichols. Nichols needs a great run. He has, if I'm not mistaken, completed the least amount of miles of any driver this season. It has been dismal for Isaac Nichols this season. He hasn't even completed 250 miles yet this season, and of course we had the 250-mile race last weekend, so Nichols hoping to get a win here, get some points, get 50 points towards the championship. All the races from here on out are single points. Not even the finale will be a double points race this season. So it's going to be pretty nice and simple, pretty basic from here on out, but it'll be good, don't you worry. Adam Lewis in the 19, he was one of the strong guys at Indy until he crashed. Unfortunate for him. And here's Joey Hightower now. Of all the guys who went into the Indianapolis 250 and really saved their season, this was the guy who did so. Hightower was deep in the points heading into the big race. He finished second behind Nicholas Sambidio, so he has moved his way through the field in the point standings, doing a great job here. Second in the points, Colton Yo to his inside. And of course, as you can see, a lot of passing going on for the lead here at Texas. One thing I did forget to mention, there are pit stops in this race. There will be one stop in this event. It will be past halfway, of course, and that's why it is a one-stop race. Probably just a few laps after we reach halfway here at Texas, so watch out for that. It's going to be interesting to see these guys try to come down the pit lane in this massive pack going over 200 miles an hour. Marty Johnson to the inside of Max Anderson. Anderson looking to get some redemption after he crashed out in the Indy 250 after being one of the dominant guys in that race. Here comes Jordan Lopez. He had a lot of trouble early on in the Indy 250. And here's the defending race winner of Texas, Christian Master in the 21, who edged out Davey Johnson in that one. Davey Johnson's also in this race. Both of those guys looking to get the win here today. You see Davey Johnson, 6th car on the inside back in there. Cody Sill, he is last in the points coming into this event. He got the win last night in the Rockstar Pro Series. Dominated that event. Absolutely shredded the field up in that one and led 39 of 42 laps. Quite an impressive feat by Cody Sill. Nobody was able to get around him. A feat that I've not seen before in any Texas race I've done. But congratulations to Cody Sill now wins. Got some momentum coming in this race. Of course, here it's just a shuffle. The inside lane moves up to the front. It gets stuck on the outside and they fall back. And it constantly does that until we are going to get to the pit stops. And what I'm really hoping is that this thing goes green, because once we hit pit stops, it's going to spread the field out. We've never seen that here in the IndyCar Series at Texas. I'm hoping we can get to see something like that in this event here today. Marcus Sacchi, of any guy in the field, well, there are a lot of guys in the field that need a good run today, but this guy needs a good one as well. Absolutely livid after Indianapolis, after he was crashed by his teammate, as he was in the lead pack with a chance at victory in that event. But here he is up front. Gonna fall back there. Davey Johnson led that lap, just barely over Marcus Sacchi. Here comes Daniel Bouchard, the Phoenix winner to the inside. Julius Anderson, Eric Monaco, Justin Zeidel, and here he is, guys. Nicholas Sambidio, points leader, Indy 250 champion. Everybody wants to be Nicholas Sambidio right now. He's on the inside lane right here, moving his way through the field. Monaco looking to the inside of the number 2 of Julius Anderson for the lead. Lap 12 of 42 here in the Fort Worth 100K. This is always the craziest race of the season in the Haas IndyCar series. Of course, this season we got Homestead and Chicagoland back on the schedule, so both of those races are usually pretty crazy. At least they were when we had them in 2016. We did not have them last year. And of course, we always go to Kentucky. That's always a crazy one as well. The mile-and-a-half racetracks here in the Haas IndyCar series are something else. And they're really fun to watch, let me tell you that. And we got a good one going on here at Texas. They do not seem to be going as fast as the Indy Lights guys did yesterday, which is interesting. The thing is, the track is full of sunshine, and it's not as grippable right now as it was earlier today when the clouds were covering the racetrack. The racetrack was cooler when the Indy Lights were racing here earlier, so part of the reason why they're not going as fast right now. They're still going over 200 miles an hour here, so it's plenty fast enough for these guys. And there's our pole sitter. He's finally cycled his way to the lead. Roger Ray in the number 8 to the point. Here comes the number 12 of Bruno De Barros. Al Agassi, Colton Yeo, Isaac Nichols on this inside lane, and I think it's all going to come down to pit stops, only unless we get a caution. Last year, we got a caution right at the halfway point of the race, and they came down under the caution, and we packed race it to the end. I'm hoping that we don't get a caution before the pit stops, and we don't even get a caution at all, because I really want to see these guys spread out after the pit stops, because it could get very interesting at that point. I've never seen it here before at the Texas Motor Speedway, but it's possible it could happen here today, and it'll be very fun to watch if that is the case. So these guys want to make sure they're in the lead once the cycle begins. And if they're not in the lead once the cycle begins, they might have a hard time getting the victory. Isaac Nichols to the inside of Al Agassi with Ace Garcia, Marty Johnson, and Adam Lewis on the inside lane. Garcia to the inside, taking it away from the number 7. Ace Garcia has more top 10s than anybody else. He's been doing, a very good job, really. He's in the top 10 in points. He's kept it consistent. I think, if I'm not mistaken, he has completed every lap. Not a bad season for Ace Garcia. He's been kind of mediocre, but he's still kept it consistent, done a great job, and he's hoping to continue that here today at Texas. On the outside lane right now, and they get stuck in that outside lane very, very fast. Everybody in the field within a second of each other here at Texas. That is how fast they are going. Hightower to the inside of Lewis as Lewis leads that lap. Tyler already in the number 15 on the inside. Jordan Lopez, Max Anderson, Cody Sill. Cody Sill looking for his second win of the weekend. Got the win last night in the Rockstar Pro Series. Of course, that race was much different than this one. This race, quite a different animal than what we saw last night. Lopez edging out. 15 to Tyler already at the line for a lap lead right there. Of course, there are no bonus points for leading laps in any series on Napa Fan at that matter. Got some 3 wide going on right here. That's Eric Monaco to the inside of Marty Johnson, Adam Lewis. Max Anderson out front in the number 18 with Cody Sill to his inside. Master going for 2 in a row here in this race. This is a hard race to win multiple times in a row. Let me just tell you that. The way they pass, the way they race here at Texas, it's difficult to even win this thing. But winning it is definitely a big deal, and Christian Master looking to do so here today. That was his last IndyCar win, and we'll have to see if he can get it done here. 2018, Igor Beretta to the inside for the lead. Eric Monaco, John Andrews, the Indianapolis 250 pole sitter, the winner at Lime Rock earlier this season. He's on the inside lane. Davey Johnson, Marcus Sachi, Luke Rainey, Nicholas Samedillo. There goes Monaco to the inside of Igor Barreto for the lead. It's going to be interesting. These guys are pretty much double wide throughout the entire field. I am going to be very intrigued on how these guys are going to come down the pit lane if they're going double wide like this. Watch for it back in here. You got some 3 wide as Tyler already falls back in the 15. They've been able to keep it together in this race very well so far. Even with all the 3 wide, they usually keep it together here at Texas, so we'll have to see how it all shakes out. Those pit stops are going to be something else. Let me tell you that. And I think they're going to begin right here. Davey Johnson coming down. Daniel Bouchard. Julius Anderson, Justin Zidell, Colton Yeo, Bruno De Barros, and Roger Ray. And they did not keep it together. There is a yellow, and there they go. I believe that's turn 1. George Harvick, Al Agassi, Max Anderson, Jordan Lopez, and this was in turn 1 as well. And I don't know if they crossed the line. They did. So all these guys who came down are going to get put a lap down. Marcus Sachi closes in pretty good. Oh, wow. That was close right there. He sideswiped Max Anderson, trying to slow his machine down. Oh, my. That was a big deal right there. And a lot of guys going to get caught a lap down after this one, I do believe, as caution came out. And these guys are going to be on the tail end of the lead lap. Sachi, John Andrews, Eric Monaco, Igor Barreto, Cody Sill, Christian Master still in contention here. Ace Garcia, Tyler Uredi, Max Anderson. I think Sam Medio's still in this thing. Actually, I think Max Anderson's done. To check in on Sachi. I think he's fine, even though he hit the 18. I don't think he's got much damage on his machine, so we'll have to see what he can do. There's all those guys who came down. They're going to cycle back around. There actually aren't many of them. There's only 7 of them that are going to get caught on the tail end here, so it's not like the entire field got caught there. Davey Johnson, Daniel Bouchard, Julius Anderson, Justin Zaidel, Colton Yo, Bruno DeBarros, and Roger Ray. Sachi is the leader in the 26, his teammate right behind him, the 98 of John Andrews. There's the number 10 of Eric Monaco, Igor Barreto, Christian Master, Ace Garcia, Tyler Uredi. And Sam Medio's also on the lead lap. Marty Johnson, Isaac Nichols. Let's see, 17 of Cody Sill as well. And Joey Hightower with his teammate Jordan Lopez, I think. I think Lopez got spun around on this. Rainey and George Harvick, it looks like they're going to be done. A very interesting scenario here at the Texas Motor Speedway. This will get interesting on the restart, but anyways, let's go ahead and see what happened to bring out the first caution of the race here in the Fort Worth 100K. Well, they were 3 wide off the corner, and Sam Medio moves up. And you know what? This happened last year in this exact race. Sam Medio moved up, got into somebody, caused a wreck. And he slid Luke Rainey through the grass, and, oh boy. Yeah, you know, this isn't going to work out too well. Sam Medio's going to be fine. Luke Rainey, on the other hand, yeah, right into Max Anderson. We got into Joey Hightower. I think Hightower continued. That is Marty Johnson back in there. Sam Medio in the middle of all this. George Harvick around. And Luke Rainey got the worst of this one. He went flipping. There's Adam Lewis and Jordan Lopez. And Isaac Nichols. You know, this happened at Richmond as well, where we had a crash happen right when the cycle of pit stops were to begin. I don't know, guys. Just the pit strategy has just been such a problem this year on Napa fans. Such a massive issue, and happening again, screwing a lot of guys out of a good finish here at Texas. Replay of this in real time. Sam Medio, I guess, moving up in anticipation for Davey Johnson to come down, and gets into Luke Rainey, and Rainey spins through the grass right into Max Anderson. And it's just a very violent accident. Off the tri-oval there. It's a tough break for those guys involved. Adam Lewis, Jordan Lopez. I think a lot of these guys actually are able to continue and on the lead lap as well. It might actually be one of these guys with the win. Maybe Adam Lewis, Jordan Lopez, or Joey Hightower. All I know is that this thing just got a lot more interesting than it has in past years. Last year, the caution came out before the cycle of pit stops, so it did not affect anybody. But this year, it changes things around. You see Sachi getting in the Max Anderson there. But I think he's good to go. So we'll see what he does on the restart. He is the leader here at Texas in the Fort Worth 100K. We are back here at the Texas Motor Speedway, race 7 of the season in the NRLOA Haas IndyCar series. And it's been that kind of a season. It's our second race at least where caution came out right before pit stops. I think it's the only one so far that's been, or only other one other than Richmond that's been like this. Yeah, it is. So it's only happened twice here. It happened in the Cup Series a couple of times. We've had so many issues in the Cup Series with pit strategy. Guys coming down right near the end of the race and some guys being able to stay out. That's happened like 3 times already this season over there. I really don't know. I just don't know why we keep on having these issues. But hey, it's the way it goes sometimes, and that could have been avoided, but unfortunately it wasn't. Marcus Sacchi is the leader. John Andrews, Eric Monaco, Igor Barretto, and last year's winner of this race, Christian Master. And then you got already Marty Johnson, Nicholas Samedeo, who started that accident in 9th, and Isaac Nichols there as well. John Andrews wasting absolutely zero time. They get to the lead, to the inside of Marcus Sacchi. He's got it in the number 98. I did say Christian Master has not won in the IndyCar Series since he won this race last year. I am completely wrong. He won that Richmond race that the caution came out right as the guys were coming down the pit lane there. So it looks like Sacchi has a little bit of damage that's slowing him down. Igor Barretto to the inside. Master to the inside of Eric Monaco. And look at all these leaders. They have split off. Samedeo, I think he's got some damage from that accident. Maybe even Ace Garcia, but they're not in that huge pack like they were earlier on. And you see John Andrews looking to lap all these guys and put all those lap cars in between him and second place. John Andrews could very well win this race here today in that number 98. If he were to do so, it'd be his 3rd win of the year. And he's not even in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. That's how good John Andrews is. Got a win in the Rockstar Pro Series at the beginning of the season. And he won Lime Rock here in the Haas IndyCar Series. So he's doing pretty good right now. Igor Barretto, though, is his next guy in line who's trying to pass him for this lead. And all these lap cars are going to be part of this cycle. So this is going to get very interesting. Tyler already with a shot. Same with Eric Monaco. Sacchi's trying to hold on here on the draft. You got Marty Johnson, Isaac Nichols as well trying to hang on. And for the lead, Igor Barretto the inside of John Andrews. Less than 10 laps to go here in the Fort Worth 100K. And it's Igor Barretto out front here at Texas. We'll have to see how this all shakes out. You get the number 21 of Christian Master, defending winner of this race. Going to get to the inside here, pushing Colton Yu to the inside of Igor Barretto for the lead. And Sacchi's on this inside lane as well. Marcus Sacchi going for his 2nd career Napa fan win. He got one at Pocono in the Hers Dash Series last year. And he's going for his first major win here in the Haas IndyCar Series. He's moving his way up. He's got that draft working for him right now. For the lead, Monaco on Master. Lap 35 of 42. Here comes Tyler O'Riddy in the 15. O'Riddy's going to move to the inside. Don't look now. Here comes Marcus Sacchi. Remember the damage he has from hitting Max Anderson on the cooldown lap right there. I believe his car's not running at 100%, but at a track like this where they pack race the way they do, I don't think that matters too much for him. O'Riddy's out front, but Sacchi's got the inside. And Marcus Sacchi will take the lead away. Marty Johnson in the 9, up to 2nd. Sacchi leads lap 36 at Texas. So Marty Johnson with a chance at victory here. He's won a truck race here at Texas before. He knows how to get it done. He came close to winning last night in the Rockstar Pro Series. Couldn't get it done. And oh boy, we got ourselves a lap car. That's Joey Hightower who is going to mess these guys up. Marty Johnson to the inside of Marcus Sacchi. But, oh, they're going to split them. Yikes, that is close right there. And they're all getting around the 4 there of Joey Hightower. Nicholas Amedeo still part of this lead draft right now. He's got a shot at victory. He is in the top 10. See, next guy in line is Isaac Nichols. Nichols taking the lead away from Marty Johnson. John Andrews right behind him. And Nichols will lead lap 38. Where did he come from? Out of nowhere, Isaac Nichols with a shot at victory here in the Fort Worth 100K, but John Andrews as well. He's got a great shot in the 98. He's right behind the 7. Nichols trying to hold on to the lead. It's going to be the end of lap 39 here with 3 laps to go at Texas. Andrews to the inside. The 7 of Isaac Nichols. And John Andrews takes it away. Here comes Tyler O'Riddy. Andrews going to get stuck on the outside. I'm calling it now. Master's going to win his 2nd race of the season. Andrews is stuck on that outside. It's going to be 2 laps to go this time. A couple of lap cars. I think it's the perfect timing for Christian Master. Tyler already led that lap in the 15. John Andrews was unable to lead a lap there. And already leads it with 2 laps to go at Texas. Oh, you know what? I might not be right. Look at where Nicholas Samadeo is. He's on this inside lane. He's closing in fast. He needs Master to pass already now if he's going to have any chance. He needs Barretto to get stuck in the outside. White flag for Tyler already. Master to the inside. Barretto, Colton Yo, a lap down car, and Nicholas Samadeo on the inside. Here comes Agar Barretto. That might be it right there. With Barretto having the 88 behind him, I don't think Samadeo's going to get to him. Master was just 1 lap too early. It will be Agar Barretto, or will it? Oh, to the inside. No! Barretto will hold on and win the Fort Worth 100K. And if I'm not mistaken, that is his first career Napa fan victory. It comes in the Fort Worth 100K at Texas. The Titan Fury Motorsports owner in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series holding on. 1 more lap, and that would have been Nicholas Samadeo winning again. Still a great run for him. Samadeo will stay in the points lead after this one, finishing 2nd. But a victory lap there for Agar Barretto in the number 22, holding on for the win in the Fort Worth 100K. Now you gotta love races like this where you never know who's gonna win to the end, right? I don't like having too many of these kinds of races, but I think it's fine for this one. Agar Barretto, the winner at Texas, with Nicholas Samadeo, Christian Master, Eric Monaco, and Tyler already the top 5. Sachi, Andrews, Johnson, Nichols, and Sill, the top 10 here. It was all over the place. 12 guys finished on the lead lap. And a lot of guys finished a lap down because they got caught a lap down. They came down the pit lane there right as that caution came out. Al Legacy, George Harvick, Luke Rainey, and Max Anderson all failed to finish here today as they were taken out in the accident earlier on. It's Agar Barretto, the winner here at Texas in the Haas IndyCar Series. And I believe that is his first career Napa fan win, getting it over Nicholas Samadeo by 8/100ths of a second. Samadeo came close to going 2 in a row. Just couldn't pull it off over the 22, but still a great run for Samadeo, and he's going to remain the points leader here in the Haas IndyCar Series. So 2 weeks from now, we got Road America and the Kohler Grand Prix. So another road course race here in the Haas IndyCar Series. There might be qualifying for that, but I honestly don't think I'm going to get to it just because of how gosh darn busy I am. It's going to even get busier once we get to mid-June because that's when my one online class starts in school, and that's when I'm going to be starting my second job for the most part, so I'm not going to have as much time to do this. But the thing is, this weekend is one of the only weekends where we have all 6 series going on at the same time. Most of the weekends throughout the summer are only going to have 4, so it shouldn't be too hard, but I'm coming off an Indy 250 week as well, so it's kind of a little bit backed up right now, but we're trying, we're doing a good job, and Agar Barretto did a good job today, getting the victory at Texas. Thank you guys very much for watching. Congratulations to Agar Barretto on his first career Napa fan win here today. Here are the point standings for the NRLOA Haas IndyCar Series. And that is it for me. Thank you guys very much for watching once again. Tomorrow we got Chick-fil-A Cup Series qualifying from Michigan and Turkey Hill Series racing from Michigan. I believe we're going to have Jesse, the man, Turner in the booth for the Michigan race in the Turkey Hill Series, so you'll want to stick around for that one, no question about it. And of course, Saturday morning, it's another big race in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series, the NRLOA 500. Going to be a great one there for race 14 of the season. Thank you guys very much for watching once again, and I will see you guys later.
Glow all day, glow all night, like the stars up in the sky. We